Let him talk. Let him talk.
No.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
No.
Hurry up.
No. I'm sorry, we're not joking. I'm telling you.
Mate, give it away, mate. Don't do that.
Well, you see what I told you?
He's allowed. Hook it in again, Ron, and keep going. Don't let the laugh stop you.
Why don't you let him speak?
I said before, we're public speakers, and that's exactly what we are. We do no harm. We come here every Sunday.
Yeah, well, he's a public speaker as well, and he just wants to speak.
We've come here for the past over 30-odd years, and we're saying to those people, whether you like it or not, the United Kingdom, the Scottish government didn't like it. The Welsh people didn't like it, Northern Ireland didn't like it, the British Isles didn't like it, the Isle of Man didn't like it. So much for my British history. I know it well. But my birth allegiance is to Australia. No other country, my loyalty is to the Commonwealth of Australia. That is my loyalty to this country, no other country. You keep telling me, you keep citing, but I'm committing sedition. I'll tell you what you're saying. You haven't identified what you are saying, but I'm committing sedition, insurrection, treason and rebellion. Those are a criminal offence. Well, go and get the police and see how we go. No, I'd rather you get the police. If I'm breaking the law, we can't have me breaking the law and get the police. And we'll see how we go. I mean, so I don't come here in 5 minutes. We come here, we're public speakers. He doesn't like because I turned around and said Australia should be a republic. He doesn't like it. He turned around and said, no, you're a traitor, you're a dreadful person, and he was more or less saying, but I'm a racist because I said Australia should be a republic. Why should England tell us what to do? Why should we have a foreign monarchy? A foreign monarchy, nothing to do with Australia at all. The Queen doesn't ever come here.
She's one of the queens of Australia.
I beg your pardon?
The rest are up in Sydney. Yeah. She's the Queen of Australia.
I don't know what you're referring to, Allan.
Queen Elizabeth.
I don't know what you're referring to, Allan. I don't know what you're referring to, Allan. I'm going to say you. First of all, you start with the Freemasons. You don't like them. You don't like the Catholic Church. There's another thing, Allan. I've got a very good memory.
What about the
No, Allan. Let's tell the truth. You said that the Catholic Church. Don't put words into my mouth. You said that the Catholic Church was the Church of Rome. I heard what you said, Allan, about a vote of arms for the Commonwealth of Australia.
I hope I got something to say after all that. Thanks. But no, I just wanted on the record that some of the unions are bullies and thugs, and being an ex-unionist and an ex-union rep, who when all the blokes wanted to go out and strike in Perth, they relied on me to stand up for them. Anyway, then I got the bullet. And I said to them, well, what are you going to do about keeping me on? And they said, oh, sorry, mate, I got a family, so get stuffed. So that's what I think about unions. When it comes to solidarity, they'll just let you slide down the drain. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry to say it, but that's what it's like. And then you talk about class warfare. I was a farmer, and they're as bad as the unionists. Like, they hate the unionists. The unionists hate them, and now you're trying to talk about a government of national unity. Now, what's better to be dudded by the Queen and her mob, as Rhonda calls them, or whatever they are, the monarchists? Better to be dudded by them or dudded by a Republican who hands over. We're run by corporations now. Victoria's a private state. And I don't hear any of the unionists going to bash on the door and saying, wait a minute, we've got an illegal state, let's turn around and sort all this matter out. They won't do that, the mongrels. They'll hide behind all these industrial campaigns. I've been to the union office in Geelong. I said to them, listen, I was a farmer, I lost my land. Can you give us a bit of a hand? No, get stuffed. So, yeah, that's right. They couldn't care less. And So I'm not saying I agreed with Howard putting the boot into him the way he did, but they put the boot in first, so it's tit for tat. You can't expect to oppose everyone, stand over them on the building sites, and then turn around and see a government just say, oh, that's all right. Like in Victoria, we're run by a private state. We're a private state, and it doesn't matter whether you got Liberal or Labor in. They're just pawns in the hand of this private state. So what I'd like to ask, you got a lot of Masonic buildings around. I said about them before. Every building with the columns and everything. If you walk around Melbourne, it's like a picture book of Freemasonry. You go to the Trades Hall, and what's the Trades Hall look like? Freemasonry building. It's as simple as that. They're mates. I can't prove they're mates, but sure enough, if I said that at a union meeting, that'd be right, I'd get a belting. They wouldn't turn around and say, oh, you're entitled to free speech. They'd say, we're going to put the boot into you, mate. We've always separated Allan.
Señor, ¿cómo se
Because we're angry. Because you're saying that the Chinese argument is the solution. You're saying that we should be all pally-wally with China. So we excuse the union movement or some of the big business people taking their labour and having their labour transported to China so the Chinese can sell it for $1.